Hey everybody, welcome to Wednesday's video. Thank you very much for coming out. I really do appreciate it, and I hope your week's been going well. As long as things have worked out, Resident Evil yesterday, we'll have Resident Evil tomorrow, and Friday we'll be starting either a Transformer or a new series. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, so it is Wednesday, April the 21st. Damn, time flying. Anyways, again, thank you for being here. We're going to get started with the Hyper Ressha and all his little fun modes that he does. Thank you again very much for being here. I really do appreciate it. If it's your first time, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and leave a comment. Go ahead and click the like button and all that fun internet hoopla. Almost swore. It's not been a minute yet, and I almost dropped it. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for being here. I know I've said it a couple of times. I always mean it. Let's get to the toys. So, Tom's here with his toys. He's here to play. We'll get to the table. Bye.
Alright, like I said, Friday, we're looking at the Hyper Ressha. This is not the Hyper Ressha. This is the Hyper Ressha. But why do we have this here? Well, because they kind of work together. So the Hyper Ressha is just kind of like a cool little gold, I don't know, it's almost like a bullet car and a locomotive and all this. Very cool looking though. But that's it. So why do I have this out? Well, I wanted to show off that if you collect the TohQ-Ger stuff, you actually do get a little playset. It's the only Super Sentai playset I have, and what is it good for? Well, we got all these cool little tracks here. Well, you can do one of these numbers and have all your, there you go, all your trains kind of sitting at the station, which is, I like that. I do think it's really cool. You could kind of fit these guys here if you wanted to, so they're not stuck in the corner. Unfortunately, you can't fit all the trains on there at once, but it's still really cool. If you want to display the TohQ-Ger stuff at a train station, you can. I quite like that. I thought that was really cool. And they get stuck coming down the track, but But yeah, so you could have all your TohQ-Ger guys displayed on a train station. It's the only place that I have, mostly because it's also a Zord. But first, before we do that, it has a train mode. So what we need to do is wiggle, 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 separate it, fold this up, flip it over, and just clip it back on. They've got tabs here, and there's some holes there, and we just clip it together. And there, almost, and this is basically the train mode for the station, though we do have to do one other thing for it. Hyper Ressha will actually attach, there is that post right there, right up here, like so. And this is the Hyper Ressha train. It does not have any connectors. It does not connect to the other trains at all. It is just meant to be a gigantic train. I think that's kind of cool. So let's see, what else can it do? Well, it is a robot. So stand it up, take your Hyper Ressha, fold it down, turn that around, and then we're going to plug it in. Oh, sorry, no, actually it stays like this. My mistake, that's for the other part. Using this post here, you're going to actually just plug it in right in the center like that. And this is TeiOh. Not a lot of movement. We got arm and that's it. But yeah, this is TeiOh. Take a closer look at TeiOh's face. There we go. Quite like his face. It's very cool. And let's go ahead and pull everyone else in here. 1, 2, and let me go ahead and grab TohQ-Oh. And as you can see, TeiOh is big. He's the biggest of the 4 Zords that are available in the show, not counting combinations. But he's a big boy. He's a big, chunky boy. You can move him off to the side, move him off to the side. And there. So move all those guys off to the side. Yeah, this is it for TeiOh. There's, like I said, just that. That's it. Now, he's got one more mode, and that is called the... Let me pull it up here one sec. Alright, if I'm going to use the whole name, it's the Hyper Ressha TohQ-Ger Rainbow. Well, I'm just going to call it TohQ Rainbow. Alright, to do that, we need to remove the Hyper Ressha. Set that off to the side. We need to remove the arms for now. Separate this. Stand that up. Open up these ports. Stand that up. And plug it back together. And we got a big old body, so that's one step started. We'll finish them up in just a sec. Next, we need to start doing some stuff with these guys. So, let's go ahead and pop the head. Oh, man, you do not want to work today, do you? Silly Ressha, this is not going to stop me. Anyways, we need to remove the red Ressha. We need to remove pink, yellow, blue, and green, and we're left with this for TohQ-Oh. That's, there we go, set him off to the side. We'll look at everything down here in just 1 second that we need to deal with in a moment. So we got those. We need to remove the build Ressha. Set that off to the side. And we need to remove Diesel Ressha, Carrier Ressha, and Tanker Ressha. So we got this. Left with this for Diesel, and I know what the problem is with why his arm is so loose. Nothing I can't fix with a little bit of floor polish or something like that. And then we need shield, drill, fire, set that off to the side, police, set that off to the side. So we need all the Ressha, all the parts that we'd use to summon these Zords in the show. So we have all this, and that's what's left over. So this is why, even though I think this is a fun mode, it's not my favorite just because there are so many leftover parts. Alright, to start, we're going to actually take and fold out all these little bits here on the toy. There's a bunch of like ports. Like, come on, you. So, there. So we got a whole bunch of ports, and what we're going to start doing is we're going to start putting the Ressha on there. Alright, so shield will go here. And then we need drill on the other side. There. Police goes here. And then fire goes on the other side, like that. Above that is car, carrier, and then tanker. Above them is going to be, where's he at? Diesel goes here. And then yellow goes above that. Let's see. On the other arm is build. Gotta move that one out of the way a little bit there. Build goes there. Then pink above that. Okay. And then blue, red, green, okay, there's that. That's the body. Now we need to flip this port down and then flip this after we turn this, flip this up like so, and then we can remove this, turn it around, and we got a new face. And then above that, what we need to do is turn that around like this, and this plugs in to the back of the head to finish it off. And then down here there are these ports. I can't even see it anymore. There are these ports on the arm. We need to just swing them out. Yeah. Oh, come on, you. Yes, I took the arm off, so I could do that. Okay, jeez. Get back on the arm. Okay. Same thing on the other side. There we go. And then we just plug on the guns. Like so and like so. You could also have them... I should just go right on here. Oh, because I had it on upside down. You could plug them down here still. On the legs. Oh, you can't even see. You could still have them plugged down here. But he does use them as an attack, so I usually just put them up here. And this thing here is the Rainbow. What is it called again? Jeez, I can't believe I've already got it. That is TohQ Rainbow. Sorry, guys, I had a brain fart and couldn't remember his name. Yeah, I like... It's really fun looking. I hate the fact that so much of the parts get set to the side. Like I said, I love when all the parts get used and it just ends up being ridiculous. This is ridiculous, also in a fun way. Go ahead and get a little closer here again. You know, it's... Oh! It's not supposed to be looking at my closet. Ridiculous in a fun way as well, like I said. But... Oh, man. A couple of problems with it. One, there is no posability. This is it. He is less posable than a Sentai toy. He is a brick. But he is a super thin brick. So he looks really ridiculous from the side. From the front, he's not... I wish they could have done so much more with this. I understand why, because it has the train mode, and then it has the place, like the station and all that kind of stuff. So I understand why it didn't. But oh man, they missed the mark on at least not giving his arms articulation. So this is one of the least posable mini plos I've ever had. Get a look at that face though. Like it. I do like the face. I am actually I really do like the face. I think it looks really cool. He's got that cool TohQ-Ger on his chest that I love on the other guys when they're present. And you know, he's a fun little mess. But due to his lack of posability, even compared to TeiOh, I don't display him this way too often because he just stands there. I do still have this guy all set up, and we can do a little comparison here so you can see how big this guy is. And he used to be the tallest in my collection until I had this guy, who doesn't want to stand up. There. And now he is not the tallest. He is the second tallest still, though. I don't have the Q Ranger guy all set up. Otherwise, I'd have him here too. But these are big. They're really big for a Sentai toy. They're about the size of some DX regular Sentai toys. Like regular TohQ-Oh might be about as big as these guys. So I like it. I do like the size of it. I like how big it can be, and as long as you're willing to have fun with it, it's very imposing. Except for the lack of pose. Stands up pretty well. But yeah, there's not much to him. That's about it. I love the color. I do like the rainbow portion of it, how it's got all those colors on there. And as always, the suit will always look 5 times better. In fact, I will actually probably put a picture of the suit up here so you can see why I like this as a suit, even though I don't like it as a toy. Review-wise, like, if I was going to say, get it or not get it, I would get it for the train station. If you want to display the train station with some of the trains on there, I think that looks really cool. The TeiOh is alright. It's a big chunky boy, and that's always fun. The Rainbow TohQ-Oh, not so fun. Especially with, like I said, you've got a lot of just leftover parts. And that's one thing that I don't like sometimes with these Sentai toys, is having to put away a bunch of the guys because they're just not part of it. So if you want to collect the TohQ-Ger sets, I would recommend at least getting the 3 Zords of TohQ-Oh, Build TeiOh, and Diesel-Oh, either DX or Mini-Pla. I would recommend those 3. If you want to get the Support Ressha, that's cool. They're fun. I really do enjoy those. If you don't want to go all in, though, and get the Hyper Ressha Terminal, Hyper TeiOh, and TohQ Rainbow kind of deal, I wouldn't worry with the Support Ressha or with Hyper Ressha guy here. I do recommend, if you really want to collect these toys, though, to collect the 3 main trains. They're a lot of fun as Mini-Pla, and I am always tempted to buy them as DX toys. It's one of the few DX Power Ranger toys that I've had to stop myself from purchasing because I don't have room for them in my collections where I'd display my stuff. But there you go. So that's my recommendation for this guy, is get the first 3 Zords, and unless you really want to complete the series, I wouldn't worry about the rest of them. But with the first 3, you can have TohQ-Oh, you can have Build TeiOh, you can have Diesel-Oh, you can have TohQ-DaiOh, you can have TohQ-Oh, so you can have a lot of really cool fun with these guys. Me, I like to get them all, and like I said, I do like this. I wish it was just a little bit better looking. I usually display him in his Hyper Ressha TeiOh because I really like a chunky robot sometimes, and I'll probably have these guys displayed as TohQ-DaiOh in my case in a little bit, next to big guy here. But yeah, that's about it. So guys, thank you very much for hanging out. I hope you had a good day. We'll see you on Friday. I'm still not sure exactly what I'll be reviewing that day, but we'll be reviewing something. And that's about it. So we'll see you Friday. Thanks. Bye.